What's up, boys? Today we're going to be trying out a full cast when damage taken grenades build with the Juggernaut version. So we only have the incendiary grenade here available, but when I was playing the tank build the other day, I noticed that the drones had kind of a unique interaction with the minus range of the Juggernauts. The minus 50% at the start. Let's grab probably fire rate on that. So minus 50% weapon range, you gain a bunch of survivability stats and the stacking damage when you take damage. And the drones actually basically buff up your own mining speed because they're so close to you instead of mining far away when you get to the proper overclocks for that. So I was trying to think of other weapons that might have unique and possibly beneficial interactions with that minus range penalty. So with the incendiary grenades, when you get the feedback harness overclock at level 18, I believe it drops like 4 copies of your grenade, including all of their overclocks all around you, and it just absolutely destroys the entire screen. But with the minus 50% range, we might actually have those drop very close to me and have the potential to overlap them pretty close to myself and just absolutely nuke any sort of boss or elite enemy on top of me. Especially if we can get some extra explosion radius from having the Hurricane rockets launcher. So that's the build concept here. And to go with those two weapons, we'll probably go for, I guess, the drones again to mine for me. You could grab the lead burster as another throwable weapon, but combined with the starting bulldog, that would unlock 2 different projectile upgrades, which would make it a lot harder to find all of the stuff we want. Okay, incendiary grenade, nice. We can start pumping the levels on that. Weapon box. We could get another grenade off that. I think I'm just gonna go with the early nitro scanner to help us pump the levels here. Status effect damage, that might actually be okay. We will still look for the reload shield on the bulldog to make us a bit tankier. We'll take all of the grenade upgrades though. And we'll also try to avoid reload speed and get a little bit of fire rate for that. But the global upgrades won't really help much with that here. It'll just be kind of a side thing because we start with a weapon anyways. I'm not really going to put any actual investment into it. So yeah, that's the concept for the build. Cast when damage taken grenades. Very low range, so we can hopefully one-shot anything that hits us with all of the copies of the grenades overlapping close to us whenever they drop. Feedback harness was heavily buffed in the patch a while ago, going from a 15-second cooldown to 10 seconds. 33% reduction in that. And then it throws an extra copy of your grenades from 3 to 4. 33% increase in that as well. I guess some crit chance is fine here. So we absolutely want the triple grenade on the incendiary. And then other than that, I don't think anything is super important. Explosion radius would probably be fun, but potency actually wouldn't be that bad. The Juggernaut's damage buff is a global damage, so I guess we'll take a bit of crit chance there as well. We don't have a ton of gold without any gold scanners, so probably just save that for the shop. So yeah, you could go into damage over time as well if you wanted. On the Hurricane, we could also add in a burning ground effect to that, which would kind of fit the build. Should be able to absolutely cover the screen and fire later on, but it's kind of hard to scale it up with a build like that because adding that overclock into it doesn't allow you to get potency for it. So the only weapon level up that really does anything at that point is reload speeds. So probably most of the resources will go for some damage on the elites now. Mining speed for our scanner. Try and get some detonators on them. And then get lots of farming for the magnets here. I guess we can actually get some more nitra as well with the scanner.
The bugs are going insane. Move, move, move!
We can get a fire conversion on the bulldog at some point to slightly boost the damage on that as well.
Threat level increasing.
So there's a firefly, and yeah, that would give you throwable, lasting, a lot of stuff, but projectile would have two different things that I don't think we want to have access to here.
There are too many to count. Get it done, Miner.
Those ready, see if we can drop them on another pass maybe. So we kind of have to decide between damage and potency. Explosive will give both radius and explosion damage, which I don't think applies to the damage over time. So I think that will be a little bit easier to build for once we get the hurricane. Although that does have damage and potency together, that's kind of nice. But I guess we'll take a bit of damage here to help out with the elites since they're still kind of healthy. But I would also like to get the levels on the drone so we can get those mining. Got the triple right away, very nice.
The bugs aren't appreciating your presence, Miner. Get the
Alright, so let's see if we can drop the rocks on them now that they're set up and get some XP at the same time. That'll be a juicy magnet with all the farming we've done here. Get a few more big explosions with the triple. I'll probably take that since we're about to grab the magnet with all the XP here. If it's not worth it here, then I don't know when it is. Potency for the incendiary. Then damage and potency there. I'll take a drone level here. Grenades, and then we need the hurricane for explosive upgrades. There we go. Grenades, drone. Probably a bit of pickup radius early on, some mining speed. Decent status damage, we will take that. Some more pickup. Grenades. Grenade, definitely. Explosive damage, not bad. That's a lot of levels. Fire rate's decent for that. I'll probably take a bit more mining speed though.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Diving deeper, taking you to stage 2.
Reload into an overclock, and we got both of those. I think I will go with the explosion radius. More important that we overlap a bunch of those when we do the feedback thing level. Some pretty good status damage, cheap level there. Oh, we do have kinetic, so it would definitely be good to get the fire conversion on that to remove those as well. Those are kind of expensive other than that, but damage doesn't really help a ton. I guess we can take a reload there and then look for some other stuff. Luck, definitely. Grenade level, and another one. And one cold thingy. So we're on the second stage and we almost have the feedback already. That's pretty nice. I'll grab a blue HP, I suppose. We do want to get kind of tanky just so I can drop the feedback harness whenever I feel like it without being at too much risk. But we're not going full tank and sacrificing all of my other stats to be as tanky as possible like the other Juggernaut builds.
Inbound.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Reload's the main stat we want for the Hurricane. Coupons to buy more in the shop, I'm fine with that.
Scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a snowman coming.
Lifetime, it's alright, we'll take some of those if they're high rarity, I suppose.
Well done, you got them all.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. Try and avoid the reload levels on the Bulldog if we can. I'm not going to avoid any of the global reload stuff if those are really good. Yeah, blue armor's fine. So we probably will look for the weapon box triple combo later on if that's ever available. And I don't see any scanners that I really want.
Get it wrapped up, miner. The longer you stay, the harder it gets.
More mining speeds. Oh, we actually got a blue box accidentally, even with a minus range. Triple grenade doing work. Ooh, explosion radius. Ooh, golds. That kind of combines with the coupons to get a bit more out of that. But explosion radius? I gotta do it. Luck. Probably take the level on the drones. Damage and potency. Drone overclock. And we got the mining there, and we'll look for the defensive chip at a later one. Grenades. Drone level. We don't really need that. I'll take some blue status. So if you get the mining effect on the drones right away, it's fairly weak because you only start with 2 drones, but the defensive chip will double that and probably make the behavior a bit better for mining. You'll know exactly where they're going instead of seeking out enemies, and then at level 18 you can get a lot more drones as well. That's very expensive for just 1 level on something that's mainly just unlocking upgrades for us.
Nothing for me here. Let's try
Reload is
again.
fine.
Feels rare.
Bit of
Feels
armor.
right.
Cheap level
This is
there.
Smart pick.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
Oh, so what I was saying is that the drones start off fairly weak at mining, but they actually scale pretty well with the overclocks you get for them. And I suppose any of the +1 drones legendaries you might find. They actually mine out the terrain close to you almost instantly once you get all of the plus drones overclocks available.
Prepare to fight for your life. The big swarm is approaching.
That guy's in the air.
Supply pod LZ is full of crap. Please clear it out.
Feel much better now.
We got a swarm heading your way. Load up.
XP scanner? I guess we can try that. Pills actually aren't bad on the tanky builds. Paint job, sure.
Nails to match.
Ah, these are terrible. We don't want that because it would fire longer versus reloading with it would be firing twice as long and then it would only reload slightly slower. So if we go for the reload shield on that, then you would have much lower uptime on the armor buff. But I think if we have to choose, I would probably take the fire conversion now. If we only get one of those so that we can get the kinetic upgrades out of the pool. But that's just a little tip if you're trying to maximize the armor uptime for a meme max armor build.
Big swarm is approaching.
Alien. Go. Ooh, took out a loot box.
I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get that, test out the feedback harness. There's grenades on damage taken, and I think it's like 4 different copies of your own grenades. They still actually throw pretty far away. I'm not sure if the range actually works on that. We're covering basically the entire screen and I don't even have much explosion radius yet. Hey, let's see if I can delete this guy that's chasing me close by. They kind of take a while to go off. I killed the other one that I wasn't even aiming for. So the damage is definitely there. +1 drones, that does help with mining. 50% increase in what we currently have. Alright, let's see if we can hopefully not kill that one for a little bit so I can squeeze a bit more nitra out.
That hit the spot.
My scanner is overloading, miner. Get a move on.
Here, have a bullet in the fight.
Let's get a bit more pickup radius. I don't have much of that. The nice part, though, is that with the drones having such short range, anything that they get from the scanner will always be directly on top of me. Let's go with gold to pair the nitra scanner and the coupons. Probably some status here. Nah, we'll get the levels on that first so I get more mining speed.
miner. The drop pod will head out momentarily.
Point on it!
That's one for the books. Taking it to stage 4, miner.
Yeah, I guess. Fire rate's fine there.
Today was gonna be
Bit more
good.
pickup.
What else?
Lifetime, grenade, cheap level there. So we unfortunately didn't get the defensive chips, so that's the only one that really helps with mining. That could be kind of cool, but I think we're just gonna maximize the grenades here and go with the extra mining speeds.
What else we got?
Paint job for that is nice, cheap level there.
I'll take it.
Probably wait for paint jobs on that.
I'm feeling lucky.
Bit of mining, cheapish level there. Probably go for the big explosion radius on
Put a bit
this.
of extra kick in it.
And then, I guess a decently
rarely
cheap
go
level
for
there,
this one.
that's fine.
You know the drill, miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
So we'll have one less drone, and they'll be constantly seeking out enemies instead of mining like I wanted them to, but oh well. Probably still take some luck this early on.
Loot bug looted. Feeling much better now.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Crawl back to hell. Aiden! Alien!
I'll take probably reload for
Makes
that.
my whole life better.
It's not super necessary, but they're really just for the mining here anyways.
Well done. You got them all. Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
Uh-oh.
Let's show them.
We're gonna have to turn damage numbers off soon when the feedback harness triggers.
You ugly son of a bitch.
We can't send in supplies until you clear out the landing zone.
Probably need to take the big crit damage here.
Big swarm detected. Buggerman, get ready.
Bring it, backers! That will teach you.
And clear. Supply pod inbound.
Grenades.
Should've worn a hard hat.
Gold scanner to go with the nitra.
What suits me best? You ugly son of a bitch!
The thing is, if I can't avoid taking the small hits, then there's a good chance the feedback harness will just instantly delete the elites. And I'll run out of mining time here like that.
The drop pod is not going
Let's
to
go
hang around.
gold here.
Makes my whole life better. Crawl back to hell.
I want more resources, but we're already too strong on the 4th stage.
Gotta move on, miner. but we'll head out momentarily.
Feeling much better now. You ugly son of a bitch!
Yeah, it's still pretty good.
Stage 4 completed. Next stage is Dreadnought. Prepare accordingly.
Damage and potency is probably one of the best ones we can do.
Surely next time will be better.
Cheap level. Oh, we can actually do that to finish it off. Plus 3 drones. That's a huge boost to it, almost doubling the mining power of it. Grenades, grenade, damage potency, bit of HP.
What else?
Grenade, some movement.
Rarely go for this. Let me try again.
We can lock that to really maximize the grenade, grab that for now, and then some generic gold stuff since we're out of nitro.
Here we go. You've found the Dreadnought. Now you just need to make it come out of hibernation by destroying the cocoons. Show them what a single dwarf can do.
Now the drones are actually pretty solid, although they would probably be better with the defensive chip.
Sorry, little one. Your own fault for being full of
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
feel much better now. I die a little inside every time I have to take out. Found some nitro. Bring it, backers! Swallow this!
Fire rate's fine, the main stat we want on that, I suppose.
You're cute. You're dead.
I guess with a flying elite following me, all of the drones will lock onto him and then it will instantly mine anything that's under him. Won't really work on the other types of elites though.
You ugly son of a bitch.
LC prepped. Supply pod incoming.
Grenades. I don't think so, although it's kind of cool if you're full tank. XP scanner, gold tipped. We have one of each scanner. We could still go for all of them.
I rarely pick one of these. Go to hell. I'm gonna kill you all. Red sugar.
Piercing, yeah, I guess we'll see what I overclock here. So we got only the reload and no fire conversion. So that'll give a little bit of extra survivability, but we can't remove the kinetic upgrades from the pool to make it easier to get damage for the grenade, unfortunately.
I feel quite alone. Let's clear them out. Watch out! It's big and it's dangerous.
So I'm going to try and take a bunch of small hits here to drop the grenades and get my damage buff going. Although everything's kind of dying and he just leapt out of the grenades. So that really didn't go according to plan.
This is a rare treat.
Does look cool though.
You ugly son.
And at the end of the day, that's what really matters.
Shoot to kill.
Then we can probably drop some more if that guy would actually hit me. Here we go. Oh god! I think we've got to turn damage numbers off now. Big global damage. Leave a nice little present for him as we go to the bottom right.
Much better.
Another present, and then we go collect the magnet now. Or at least get in position for it anyways, since we're almost done.
Never felt better.
Well, we have all the rocks down here already. Grenades. I'll take a bit more movement speed.
To try this out. Yeah.
Big pickup or luck. I think I'm gonna go luck here.
Feel stronger.
Well done, team. Immediate dreadnought threat eliminated. Objective completed, miner. Get to the drop pod before it heads back to orbit.
It looks like the XP scanner still works on those.
Get yourself
What about
onto
these
that drop
ones?
pod.
Yeah, we're getting
About to
XP off
happen.
of those.
Keep pushing, miner. Stage 6 is next.
Grenades, some crit chance,
Try again.
luck,
I'm gonna do something epic, but
grenades,
nope.
explosion
Try
radius,
again.
big status, grenades,
Surely next time we'll be better.
grenades, some
Just
global
the
stuff,
upgrade I was Let's shake it up.
grenades, some fire rates. Yeah, we're
You'll
almost out
see
of
these
golds.
every day.
We've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
I'm so ready to quit this job and move on. Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty good with all the scanners we have.
Prepare to fight for your life. Big swarm is approaching.
Stupid drones always going off and doing their own thing instead of sticking with me.
Enter the supply pod. Clear out the LZ, please.
What are those drones doing there? They're just circling nothing. There aren't any rocks or bugs there.
Fight for your life. Box of goodies headed your way, miner.
Nitro scanner? The dream is still alive. We can still get 2 gold and 1 of the other ones. Grenades.
Prepare to fight for your
Like,
life.
what are those
Big swarm
drones
is approaching.
doing there? That makes no sense.
Well done, you got them all.
One down.
Mining
I
speeds.
rarely go for this one. You ugly son of a bitch!
I actually want to not trigger the feedback harness so we can get as much value out of all of those scanners as possible.
I found a gold
One
mine.
feedback harness might kill both of the elites if they're close enough to me. Or I guess all three of them now.
Think you can kill me?
Oops, we took one tick of the acid. That's probably going to kill all of them now. The damage over time will. I think you get a purple box at least. That's actually pretty good.
Heads back to orbit.
Probably nitra to go with the coupons here. Grenades.
Minerals, it will get you killed.
Oh yeah, I probably don't have time for that magnet now. Whoops.
Get yourself onto that drop pod. It's about to head out.
Not a huge deal. We get so much XP from all of the XP scanners. Who even needs a magnet anymore?
Good work, Miner. Now to stage 7.
Grenade, move speed, damage potency,
Nothing for me here. Let's try again.
grenades, reload for the
I'm gonna do something
hurricane,
epic. Nope. Try again.
lifetime grenades,
It's
pickup,
me.
paint
The
job,
gorgeous. Let's shake it up.
armor. Nah, it's kind of expensive.
What else we got?
Explosion radius, movements, grenade, reload for the hurricane.
What else?
I don't think we're gonna save any of these. Maybe lifetime because it's funny.
You know the drill, Miner. Fulfill your objectives. Let's get out of here.
More luck.
I'm having an epic vision.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
That's all you got, you slippery shit.
The swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Where is that drone going? Man, they are really weird without the defensive chip.
New bug hot. Your history.
Big swarm detected. Buck up and get ready.
Let's show them some pie.
I guess take a fiery level there.
Not too shabby.
Supply pod prepped. Clear out the landing zone and triangulate your position so it can land.
I'm gonna kill you all. Who think you can kill me? Think again.
Here we go. Prepare for impact.
Reroll for some more scanners. Those are very tempting. 13 stacks. Pretty nice on a grenade. I think I'm gonna do it.
I hope you feel stronger. Holy hell, you're hot to kill. You ugly son of a bitch.
Nice global damage.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
Let's show them some pie. Oh, I needed that.
And I guess we better head for the magnet before it's too late this time. Even though I want to mine all of those rocks. Especially these ones. Oh, crate as well.
Get there before the timer runs out. The drop pod
Let's
is not
go
going
with
to
the
hang
gold
around.
here.
This is my pick.
I guess that's
Gimme,
fine.
gimme, gimme.
Explosion radius.
Rarely go for this one.
Time's ticking, miner. Move it.
Yeah.
Stage 8 is next. Keep it together.
Feels
Lifetime
rare.
grenades.
Right. Show me more.
Paint job. And then we didn't even get the burning ground on that rip. Actually, yeah, I guess that's fine.
This
Armor.
bugs. Let's shake it up.
Big armor, global,
This one
fire
suits me
potency,
best.
grenade. We need some
Show
more
me
nitro
more.
stuff. Paint
Doesn't
job
get
to finish
harder,
that
but
off,
looks
and we can
best.
get the super
This
reload
is
shield
gonna
combo.
change everything.
Those are additive on the same weapon, so while this is reloading, we'll have 3 times armor now. We kind of need to get some nitro stuff. I guess we can take a fire rate for that.
Try again.
Reload.
Nothing for me here.
Grenade,
Let's try again.
reload. Oh, we could have taken that. But without the burning ground, I don't really care that much. So I guess paint job is good to finish it off then.
Points for style.
And we'll take the clip size for that.
Rock and gonna roll the dice
Explosion
on this
radius. Oops, should have taken the luck first. Yeah, I guess we can still do that. I don't really care that much.
You've got work to do and quotas to meet. You have your objectives.
So that's reloading. We have 333 armor.
Loot bottle looted. Loot bug eliminated.
Uh-oh, that's not good. Hello?
The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Let's show them no pain. Beat your maker, Craig.
Lifetime.
A swarm is heading your way. Load up.
Beat your maker, Craig.
The supply pod LZ is blocked. Please clear it out. Prepare to fight for your life. Prepare for impact.
Gold scanner?
I rarely take one of these. You want the more?
It's probably not worth it at this point, but we could still go for an insane amount of them. That's 2 of each, it looks like.
This one for Tom.
I guess the Holy Bait artifact actually made it a lot easier to get all the scanners if you find that, since each of the Holy Hoarders has a chance to drop a blue artifact, grenades.
Loot bug open. You ugly son of a bitch. Dwarf don't die. Your history. Think you can kill me? Think again.
Well done. You got them all.
I can't even see the elite, but he's still dying. movement.
Oh yeah, now
Grenades. Explosion radius.
sorry.
Gather up your spears and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. Stage 8 complete, so dive in deeper.
Movements, luck, mining, grenades.
Let me try again.
Luck. We kind of need the nitro upgrade, so we'll do some rerolls here.
Let's shake it up. Give me that.
Grenade,
I want
lifetime,
What else we got?
mining,
I'm
grenades,
gonna roll the dice on this one.
mining,
What else we got?
grenades,
Not too surely next time we'll be better.
grenades, and I guess a bit of
It's
pickup.
a little extra special.
And then I guess we can also go for some of the nitro artifacts.
And gold to be mined.
If only I'd gotten the burning ground effect on the hurricane, we could also be putting reload speed into that, and it would be pretty good. But we only really scale with the grenades now, since the other weapons are mainly just utility.
Feeling much better now.
Where are those rockets going?
Wound detected. Plug up and get ready.
Hey, we finally got some hoarders. Grenade. Actually, that's. Yeah, I guess that's better. We'll take a feedback harness hit to try and blast them instantly. Probably lifetime there. I can't see any of the resources the other one dropped. All the fire on the ground. Aw, no scanners. I guess we'll take that to get it out of the artifact pool. The later you get that, the better, so it's not terrible on stage 9.
Enough of this rare stuff.
Good crits. Reload to make it look sillier, and then a big reload.
Yeah, now we're talking.
There you go. Delivery of 1 resupply for you, miner.
XP scanner? That would be funny, that would be good, but we could also get an insane number of scanners still, even though it doesn't actually do much for me.
Big swoon detected. Plug up and get ready. The scanner just lit up like a Christmas tree. We got a swarm incoming.
Ethan! Oh, I got it! You want some more?
Damage potency. Try and avoid the elites so we can get a lot more scanner value. Try not to trigger feedback harness if I can help it. I'm too strong for my own good now. We can't really avoid killing them now. Make sure we grab that gold.
Well done. Objective completed.
Those are pretty terrible. You can't even reroll these, huh? I guess we'll get XP for the XP scanners. Global damage.
Gather up your beard and get onto that drop pod. It's about to leave. That elite never stood a chance. I will see to it there is a beer on the house when you make it back. If you make it back.
Grenades.
Show me more.
Explosion. Probably don't need luck anymore. This is the last shop. Global damage. Yeah, I guess we'll take stuff that'll help us delete the boss here. That's probably doesn't really do anything now,
go.
although it would be funny.
Show me more.
Damage
I want
potency, crit
Give me that.
damage. I guess that's fine.
It's a little. What else we got?
Big grenade, damage
I rarely
potency,
go for
global
this one.
damage.
I'm feeling lucky. This worked. Show me more.
Do a couple
Gotta
more,
roll
try and
the
find
dice
some good
on this
nitrous
one.
stuff. Oh, it's really expensive and we can't. Oh well, rip.
Only one way to rouse the dreadnought. Destroy its cocoons. Kill them all, miner.
We can try to get pickled nitrite here for the big one-shots.
Next time, let's get some. Hello and good boy.
So, almost all of the elites are clustered in that area over there.
This
Lifetime.
is gonna help me be a perfect dwarf. Let's clear them out. Boy, monsters! Loot box looted.
Oh yeah, look at all that fire. That's without the feedback harness going off too.
Let's show them some pain.
We got a blocked landing site for the supply pod. Get it cleared out, miner.
Rarely go to this one. Here, have a bullet in that fight. Think you can
I'm actually starting to lag from just grenades. Gold scanner, what would that put me at? 3 golds, 3 XP, 2 nitra, so that would be 8 out of 10. I think I'm just gonna go for the pickled nitra because it would be hilarious to one-shot him here. That's not bad. Oh, I guess that's pretty good damage here. Level 54 on the incendiary. So stats for the boss, we're at 292% global, 158% global reloads, 333 crits, 167 status damage, 333 armor as well, interesting, while it's reloading. This thing has a total of 528% reload, 210% explosion radius, 594% potency, 759% damage. And then when the boss is almost out, we'll turn numbers on to see if I can tell how much damage he's taken, but I don't want to lag out before that. Oops. Big lifetime, I guess. Alright, we'll try it. And we'll try to take a feedback harness hit near him if possible. I'm not sure if I'm even... I'll take a hit from the elite there, I guess. Okay, boom! Look at all that fire.
Dreadnought down. Objective completed. Excellent.
The real fire was the GPUs we burned along the way.
Arriving. Get moving. It won't hang around.
Too bad we didn't get the burning ground on the rocket launcher. That would have been quite a bit more.
Checking, miner. Move it.
But just the grenades doing that, that's pretty crazy.
Very well done, miner. King you back to the space rig.
10.5 million total stacks supplied there. So we have about 39 million. So that would be about 144 million fire damage over time. That's pretty insane for a non-interrogator. Couldn't get the fire conversion there, couldn't get the burning ground there, so that was just kinetic damage. Level 54 incendiary grenade, triple explosion radius feedback harness. Could have had 8 out of 9 scanners there if I really wanted to, but we still absolutely blasted the boss there. Coupons to go with them, pretty nice value off of that early on. But that's going to be it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.